Hey everybody, this is Pastor Bob, and this is Life with Luke number 66. When I was a sophomore in high school, I had an English class where we were required to read the book Where the Red Fern Grows. If you don't know, I don't want to spoil it, but it's about a boy and his dog, and the dog dies. And I had not finished my reading assignment. I had to finish the reading in class that day, and I had a very close relationship with my own dog, Beauregard. And when I finished up that story and read about the dog dying, I could not hold back the tears. I had openly wept in class, which drew a lot of attention from my classmates. And I was so embarrassed that I was crying in front of others, but I just couldn't help it. This past weekend, we talked about Jesus' entry into Jerusalem at the end of Luke chapter 19. Jesus enters, and it's a time of great joy and celebration among his disciples. But then Luke only includes what follows, that Jesus comes to the point, he looks over the city of Jerusalem and he weeps. He just can't help it. And not only does he weep, he sobs over what he knows is going to happen to Jerusalem, the things that will befall it, particularly the siege and the fall of Jerusalem about 40 years in the future, AD 70. And all of this, Luke tells us, is because Jesus says it is because his people, not only in Jerusalem, but his people in Israel, in the world, did not receive him, did not recognize the time of his visitation. And in the Bible, that's a really key word, God's visitation. God visits us, not just stopping by to say hello, but to visit us, to come to us, to save us, to draw us to himself, to give us the opportunity to find our life in him, to recognize him as the rightful King and Lord over the universe and over our lives. And Jesus knows that not everybody is going to do that. In fact, many will not, and what befalls them as the consequences of their rejection absolutely breaks his heart. Psalm 34:18 says, God is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. And as we see in Luke's gospel, Jesus is not just saying, sorry for you, too bad you didn't choose me, you're really going to pay for it. No, Jesus is drawing near. 3 times in this passage, Jesus draws nearer and nearer and nearer, and that's what he does. He draws close even to his enemies, even to those who would not accept him, would reject him, would kill him. He draws near to give his life for them and for us and for the whole world. And his tears show not his weakness, not his failure, but the power of his incredibly great heart and his compassion and his deep love for the whole world, including you and me. It's an amazing passage to behold and something to really ponder, especially as we go into Holy Week this week. May that be a blessing to you. May it draw you deeper into God's heart as we prepare to behold the wonder of Easter, which is on the other side of the tears and the suffering. So have a blessed week.